Jesus of Nazareth to come back and run for president on the GOP ticket. They can't pick a front runner anyway. So wouldn't the GOP love to get behind a guy who was a peaceful, radical, nonviolent revolutionary who hung around with lepers, hookers, and criminals, who never spoke English, was not an American citizen, a man who was anti-capitalism, anti-wealth, anti-public prayer, yes he was, Matthew 6:5, anti-death penalty, but never once remotely anti-gay, didn't mention abortion, didn't mention premarital sex, a man who never justified torture, who never called the poor lazy, who never asked a leper for a co-pay, who never fought for tax cuts for the wealthiest Nazarenes, and was a long-haired, brown-skinned, that's in Revelations, homeless Middle Eastern Jew. Of course, that's only if you believe what's actually in the Bible.
I know you read about me in the Bible, intoxicated with knowledge, speaking to my disciples. Angry and clever, I can feel the pressure boiling. Mama's hymen never broke that, she had me on his toilet. So she had me in, held me so comfortably, no crying. I knew that one day that these people would come for me. At the age of 3, my word would mean the world to me. My grands by this time was already dead off the family tree. My grandfather, he went to the Navy, his father studied with Elijah Muhammad, took Malcolm X off the street. Real brief, this is a description of a chief, to let you know how deep my family war is in your peace. Believing in none, I put the gun to a nun, and she might shun in disbelief. When I release, she'll be in peace. I need you to hate me and say that I'm not who I am, the brother of death, the son of the father, the lamb. I am him. I know you heard about me. Him. Truth flies, what do you know? I wished upon this earth by this crooked cold world to walk this fertilized dirt and let my blood run in the soil. I am him. I know you read about me. Him. Truth flies, what do you know? I wished upon this earth by this crooked cold world to walk this fertilized dirt and let my blood run in the soil. Fluke, I know you heard about me. The truth and the lies, so don't be scared around me. I was born knowing what I was supposed to. I already knew what would happen, just had to go through moments in life as a loner. My mom's the only condoner, yet she has faith in the son who has to die to this world. Society is what rises me to shine like a pearl. You constantly lie to yourself to be in this world. My prophecy is only to come and defeat the beast in me and die in this world. Styles and duplications, people's belief in Satan, and all of this knowledge sacred inside them pyramids. Technologies and movies are only scared of kids from the truth of a lie. Now you scared to ride. You live, but you ain't live in this life. I was born condemned, knowing them prices just a name, and I speak from within. Connected to true kings, whose son was the wisest man. I come from the same bloodline. Now watch me overstand. Spirit and the man I always knew they try to crucify me. Caught in the game of survival, the Illuminati. I am him. I know you heard about me. Him. Truth flies, what do you know? I wished upon this earth by this crooked cold world to walk this fertilized dirt and let my blood run in the soil. I am him. I know you read about me. Him. Truth flies, what do you know? I wished upon this earth by this crooked cold world to walk this fertilized dirt and let my blood run in the soil. Born in a life of sin, bringing fire and brimstone. Demons in human body with spirits that's hellbound. I was sent to hell and piss on this fire and put it out. Take a sip of liquor, smoke a blunt and be out. Don't believe what you see, your eyes lie to your brain, cause it actually receives a message that's incomplete. I'm focused as ever, one track, my mind is ultra clever. These people ain't smart. Wait, Abaddon to the Masons, Jesus to the Spanish, Jesus Christ to the Christians, spread me thin throughout these places, floating up in the clouds, lying the Judas up, stuck being stubborn just for this reason to bust on your face with open fire, on liars till they retire and fire like Jebediah from hotter than flame lava. May my voice lead the people to their hearse, where babies born crying like what is it really worth? A life of vanity, just send me down to the dirt with a glass of Hennessy and bring me up like a coat. Before you kill me, before you kill me, I want y'all to know one thing: you motherfucking guilty of living.
It's the old symbol of England. But I now digress here, expanding on all this lore. How did I get off into that? These people know they're compromised, that you have to go be compromised to be sent up the ladder of ascension into the New World Order barony of being a high-level minion. The real power structure, you never hear about them. And again, Judge Napolitano's asking, what were FBI agents doing monitoring Petraeus' private emails? The CIA director has the FBI spying on him over a girlfriend that sent stuff saying, I'm watching you and you better watch it, hussy. Running around here on the base is basically what she said. Oh my gosh, let's spy on the CIA director. I mean, the Congress is told when it wants to know about what the CIA director is doing that it's above their security clearance. When Congress funds the CIA and everything else and is the highest level even above the president. So things have gotten totally backwards. But we're to believe the FBI was spying on the CIA director. I mean, does anyone buy this? Going to be looking at that more coming up. And now more commanders. The investigation is commander of U.S. NATO troops in Afghanistan. Turns out the FBI has 30,000 pages of documents. And again, the military has totally degenerated at the top. The regular troops are having their pension funds stolen. They're having their death benefits they paid into, that's their money, stolen. On board, it's like an orgy. This has come out in the news. They're on there with, having orgies, basically. And the troops are in C-130s with the cushions all rotted out, with mites everywhere and toilets overflowing, defecating in buckets. Or that came out 3 years ago? I mean, on those troop transports, they're defecating in buckets. There's mites everywhere. It's total filth. The aircraft are rattling apart. You think I'm joking? Go look it up. It was in the news a couple years ago. You remember that. Just type in military transports falling apart. Troops using buckets. Meanwhile, the generals are champagne with... this bumbling woman is on the news gushing about Petraeus, obviously. It's just so ridiculous. I just... And I was thinking about it this morning, and then I'm going to go to your calls. I'm going to go to your calls now, because I said I'd go to them. We're running out of time here. Andy in Indiana, you're on the air. Are you celebrating Obama right now?
Absolutely not, Alex. I actually called today because, have you heard about this explosion in Indianapolis?
Yeah, they were popping in my ear telling me they had the Napolitano video. I didn't hear what you said. Go ahead.
Oh, I said, have you heard about this explosion in Indianapolis?
No. We'll have to track and scan the news here as a news organization. Let me, tell me about that.
The news is just saying it was a faulty furnace, and the house that it was in was completely leveled.
Well, that happens. Sir, they have gas mains blow up. They have all sorts of stuff happen all the time. Did you see that power plant explosion in New York? We never even showed that. It was more important news, but it was amazing. First it lights on fire, and the big transformer blows up.
Well, the part that concerns me is that the whole area, I'm not sure who's heading it, but they're not letting people leave or go in to the whole area of the explosion.
Yeah, well, that's usually a sign of a cover-up that they're not letting you leave. They weren't letting you come in. That's understandable. Yeah, 2 dead from that, sir. I appreciate your call. Thanks for giving us a tip on that. Scott in South Carolina. Scott, you're on the air. Are you celebrating Lord Obama? Go ahead, Scott, if you want to be on air. We'll talk to you right now, buddy. Okay.
No, I'm not.
You're not happy?
Am I on the air?
Yeah, you're on the air, bro. We're going to try this one more time. Go ahead.
All right, cool. No, I am not following this drone over here. What's the topic? I kind of just missed the last 5 minutes. I apologize.
Hey, I appreciate your call, bro. No. Listen, I really appreciate your call. Here's what happens. When we don't screen calls, sometimes we get really great calls. Sometimes we get the worst in talk radio. Because I have this thing of not screening your calls because all their talk radio does it. And a lot of talk radio uses it to get the views they want on air. But, I mean, my big thing is I give the number out and people call in and say, I don't know what we're talking about today. Or they sound drunk. But when I say I want police to call in, or military, or school teachers, or people on certain topics, it's incredible calls. Or when I say folks from Australia or folks from Mexico call in, tell us what you're seeing with the flu outbreak. Incredible, groundbreaking calls. So I guess we're going to have to start screening calls just by the topic. So we won't screen you calling in, but it's got to be on the topic. This time I said, are you celebrating the Obama election? And no one is calling in about what I said. I mean, I said what the topic was. We have witnessed 2 terrible storms in the east, but we are still in the eye of the perfect storm. The most devastating economic conditions since the Great Depression, America's worst drought in agricultural history, and now the economic results of the presidential election. This perfect storm is a huge threat to everyone's food supply. I just doubled down and got even more supplies from eFoods Direct, and I recommend you do the same. It's GMO-free with no hydrogenated oils and has a 25-year shelf life. It's time to get your own supply from eFoods Direct. I know I won't be standing in a bread line trading my freedom for food. I'm taking control of my future, and you're nuts if you don't do the same. Go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex to find the specials. And you can start with a holiday gift pack that's normally $80, now under $50. Remember, I can warn you, but I can't feed you. Call 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Would you rather prepare 6 months too early or 1 day too late? 409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Would it save you time to get the best quality water filters and the best quality storable foods from one company? You bet it would, and now you can at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. Big Berkey water filter products and great tasting, long-lasting, storable Wise foods are both now available on one website, BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. Wise foods, ready-to-eat meals are packed in airtight nitrogen pouches and come with a 25-year shelf life. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify treated, untreated, or even stagnant pond water. Combine Berkey water filters with Wise foods for an unbeatable preparedness combination. Get free shipping on every order over $50. And GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BigBerkey waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Or go to BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com.
Don't throw away leftovers. Instead, throw all your leftovers, vegetable peels, eggshells, coffee grounds, pizza crust, and more into the bokashi. If you love to garden and compost but don't like the hassle of turning a compost bin or the smell, then check out the EM Bokashi Food Waste Recycling System from TerraGanix. Finally, a way to recycle all your food and plant waste safely and effectively and stop using fertilizers. The EM Bokashi Food Waste Recycling System. Rather than decomposition, the Bokashi system uses fermentation to break down waste, so it takes less time to create nutrient-dense humus for crops or gardens, with no churning and no obnoxious odors. To learn more and order your Bokashi online, visit TerraGanix.com and click on the orange button. That's TerraGanix.com, spelled TerraGanix.com, or call 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Recycle all your food wastes in about 6 weeks with the Bokashi Food Waste Recycling System from TerraGanix.com. TerraGanix. Life's getting better.